Senator Kelly.
Chairman, I also want to say that it is more than regrettable and lamentable that we're only sitting 1.5 days this week. We seem to, as a House here, have form in this way, in that as you approach Easter and as you approach Christmas, we end up working for 1.5 days a week. Then Christmas week and Easter week, we have 4-day sittings, late-night sittings, rushed legislation and indeed guillotined legislation. And I think that this is totally unacceptable. Now, I know Senator Whelan, Senator Landy and myself openly canvass against the grain for the retention of this House. And thankfully, with the support of many others. And thankfully, the people bought into this. But we promised change in this House. We promised that we would be doing business a different way. When the people voted to keep this House, it was incumbent on the government to structure business in an orderly way, that we would have had legislation coming through this House in an orderly fashion, not 1.5 days one week and 4 days the next. And I do agree with Senator Cullinan. He mentioned 6 different things that we could be doing here on Thursday, that we could be discussing, things that are urgent. I'll mention 3 others, and one was already referred to. This neck nomination thing that's afflicting the young people of today, where we've already lost 2 people. I can tell you that from my information, that this is winding down, but that there's something structurally worse coming through than neck nominations. And I think it's very, very important that we deal with these issues in this House before this happens. Also, we should be discussing here the plight of mortgage holders who are insolvent. And we have insolvency legislation that only applies to people who can afford to buy into it. That's a serious matter for thousands and thousands of people in this country. And finally, Chairman, I'm calling on the leader in relation to another issue. Proposed bylaws in relation to mooring charges for boats on our canals and waterways in this country. The deadline for submissions was yesterday to the Minister. The Minister will then decide what way he implements the bylaws. The charge at the minute for mooring a boat is €126 a week. The proposed new charge is €3,500 a year. Sorry, 126 a year, and it's now proposed to go up to 3,500 a year, which is absolutely outrageous, considering that the 300 to 400 people that are mooring on our canals and waterways are mainly retired couples, mainly English people on small English pensions, and this is going to drive them off the water and back to their own countries, and they are contributing hugely to local economies around this country. So I'm asking for the leader to call for a debate with the Minister on this. I don't want an adjournment debate. I think there's too many people in this House that would agree with me on this. There needs to be a broad debate with the Minister. And just to finally say, again, as was already said, I want to compliment Joe O'Connor, the Chairman of USI, for his intervention on the next nomination issue. Thank you.